Why are you doing this?
You both.
Hospital? What am I doing here? Oh my god. Ah! Bryce! Bryce!
Natalie, what happened? Are you alright?
Oh, thank God. Bryce, you are alive. I thought he killed you.
Who? Natalie, what are you talking about?
That man with the gun. He said we both deserved to die.
Natalie, relax. You had a nightmare.
A nightmare? Then what are we doing in the hospital?
Congratulations, you are pregnant.
Sweetheart, this is the happiest day of my life.
Doctor's words were music to my ears. After my stepsister set me up, I lost my fiancé the day before my wedding. He didn't believe me, neither did my family, and I was kicked out, pregnant, homeless. But then, Bryce came into my life. He didn't care that I was a single mother, and just like that, life was good again. And just when I thought I couldn't be happier, Bryce asked me to marry him.
Natalie Davidson, I'm dying to make you Mrs. Claire.
Yes, yes, yes! 1,000 times yes! The next day, I invited Bryce's parents for lunch to announce my pregnancy and the wedding. I prepared a lavish meal for them. I was sure they would do anything for their son's happiness. Welcome, Mr. and Mrs. Claire. Where is Bryce?
He had to attend some important business work, so he won't be able to make it.
What could be more important than our marriage? How could Bryce ditch me on such an important event of our life?
Have you invited us to keep us standing all day?
I am so sorry, Mrs. Claire. Please, have a seat. Ah, that's the lasagna I baked for you. Let me get that. I'm sure you are hungry.
Natalie, stop. We don't have all day. Bryce told us that you wanted to tell us something important, so get to the point.
Sure. Actually, Bryce and I wanted to congratulate you both on becoming grandparents. I am pregnant and we wanted your blessings. We are getting married.
The same old trick from the gold digger textbook. Seducing my innocent son in your bed. I'm not even surprised.
Mrs. Claire, I can't believe you said that. I am shocked how you can talk to another woman like this. I love your son, not his money.
Yeah, right. I can't believe you think you would be worthy of my Bryce.
Relax, honey. Let me handle this. How much?
Excuse me?
Just write a number, whatever you want, and leave my son.
I am sorry, Mr. Claire, but my dignity doesn't have a price tag.
Guess you want it the hard way then. I will give you 48 hours. Either forget the white gown or buy a black dress for your child's funeral.
Natalie, there's no way that we can accept your child as the official Claire family heir. So, either you leave with your unborn child and let Bryce marry a woman from a good family, or...
The thought of leaving Bryce sent a shiver down my spine. But Michelle and Robert's eyes were unflinching. They meant every word of their threat. Finally, my love surrendered to my motherhood. I agree, but please don't hurt my child.
Smart choice. And remember, not a word of this conversation should reach Bryce, or you know the consequences.
I broke into tears. I couldn't utter a word to Bryce, so I swallowed my pain and put a smile on my face when I went to pick my son up. As I stood waiting, a familiar voice called out.
Congratulations, kiddo. You're going to be a mother again.
Dad? What are you doing here? And how do you know about my pregnancy? Are you stalking me?
Oh, no. Why would I do that? I just saw you coming out of the clinic with your boyfriend yesterday. Actually, I wanted to apologize for everything that happened. It was a hard choice. But believe me, I had no other option.
Yeah, right. You sold me for some money, Mr. Davidson, and left me to fend for myself. You don't even deserve to be called a father.
Okay, fine. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. But I am your father. You can't be so harsh with me. I raised you.
Please, stop with the melodrama. I know you are here for a reason. What do you want?
Natalie, you know that after what happened, I'm on the verge of being bankrupt. I need you to help me. I need my son-in-law to help me.
I knew it! You will never change. Seriously, forget it, Dad. Bryce is not going to give you any loan.
Loan? Who wants a loan? I was talking about dowry.
Dowry? You gotta be kidding, Dad. Why would Bryce pay you a dowry? Are you out of your mind?
It is traditional with big families. If Bryce wants you, then I'm sure he won't mind giving me $1 million.
$1 million? No way! I will never let you scam Bryce!
Well, you either make him pay me $1 million, or I will expose your past.
What past?
Come on, Natalie. No matter how hard you hide your past, it will come to haunt you. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh God, I couldn't believe my father was blackmailing me. I thought I walked away from the harsh truth, but the ghost of my past was haunting my future, and I had to do something before it was too late.
Mom!
Do your worst, Mr. Davidson. I hope you go bankrupt.
How dare you?
Mom, who was that man?
No one. Liam's worried face pinched at my heart, and I knew he didn't believe me. Before I could say anything, a message pinged on my phone. I was hoping that doing some work at the office would help get my mind off of everything that happened lately. But then... What? You can't sack me. I have been your best employee.
I'm sorry, Natalie. It's not in my hands. This has come from the higher-ups.
This termination letter is a black spot on my prosperous career, which took me years to build. But all of a sudden, how could this happen to me?
Natalie, Bryce might have gotten you a place in his company, but don't forget that I am a major shareholder too, and I will stop at nothing to make you leave.
I realize that the Clare family is not going to leave any stone unturned to get me out of Bryce's life.
Ah, perfect timing. Now take off your clothes and jump in the hot tub.
Bryce, I wanted to talk to you about something.
Well, whatever it is, I'm sure we can discuss it in the hot tub. Isn't tub your favorite place?
Bryce, for 1 minute, can you think of something else other than making babies? I don't want to get into the hot tub with you.
Oh, honey, I didn't mean us in the hot tub. I meant you in the hot tub. Remember, the doctor asked you to take a hot bath. It's good for the baby.
Oh, I am so sorry, Bryce.
What's wrong, honey? You seem stressed. Is everything okay?
I wish I could tell him how vicious his family was to me. I wanted to cry to him about my stupid dad, but I decided to stay quiet for the sake of my child. Nothing, honey. It's mood swings. Just pregnancy things.
Guess I will have to get accustomed to it then.
Why is your ex texting you?
You know, I have no idea. I haven't spoken to her for years. Anyway, I'm sure it can wait.
Even though I was about to leave Bryce forever, the thought of him with another woman still makes my body boil with anger, especially that shrewd Vivienne. So this was the important business work?
Natalie, you are getting it wrong. I didn't even know Vivienne was going to be there.
Bryce, you ditched me for her. How can I trust you?
Natalie, I am 100% committed to you. This child is proof of that.
Seeing Bryce's trust, my eyes welled up, but my heart ached in pain thinking what would happen to him when I will abandon him forever. I decided to hold back the bad news till tomorrow so that I could spend a last romantic night in Bryce's arms. But before I woke up, he had already left for the office. He had left a note for me with a shiny bronze key taped to it. The note read, "My dear Natalie, you are my everything. Can you keep this key to my private study safe for me, along with my heart?"
Why are you still in my son's bed? Seems like you haven't learned your lesson yet.
Mrs. Clare, I just came to say goodbye to Bryce for the last time.
There's no need for that. But since you are still here, why don't you say hello to the new Mrs. Bryce Clare?
What? Seriously? You are choosing Vivienne over me when you know your son doesn't love her? And Vivienne, do you know I am pregnant with Bryce's child?
Oh, don't be so naive, Natalie. Every man enjoys himself until they settle down with the perfect wife, which I am.
Vivienne, you must really love my son to be so accepting. I can't wait to announce your wedding to Bryce very soon. Now excuse me, I have somewhere to be.
Listening to Mrs. Clare's words made my heart sink. I just wanted to run away from there and never see Vivienne again. But
I can't stop laughing, thinking that a woman like you could even think of becoming the daughter-in-law of such a great family. You see this prestigious Clare family necklace? This was given to me by Michelle when I was a kid. Bryce and I are destined for each other.
that's it! I am done with this bullshit! Well, that necklace might symbolize Mrs. Clare's love for you, but Bryce loves me. Not you, me.
How dare you!
I am too pregnant to deal with your nonsense. Please leave. I began to walk towards Bryce's study, hoping for some privacy. Vivienne followed me to the door.
That is Bryce's study. He doesn't let anyone in there, not even his own parents.
Well, he must really love me, since he lets me in there.
Impossible! Bryce would never do that. I am sure you have stolen the keys. Return them before I call the police.
Mrs. Perkins, please make sure our guest is catered to. Unless she acts like an idiot, in which case please kick her out.
Oh, you are not leaving with that.
And then she did what I dreaded the most. Oh my god, my child!
Master Bryce, thank goodness you're here.
Natalie, are you alright? Vivienne, what have you done?
Relax, Bryce. It was just an accident. I am sure she's completely fine.
Are you out of your mind? Do you know she is pregnant? My baby could have died.
Why are you yelling at me? She's the one who stole your private studies keys.
Why would she steal something that I gifted to her myself? You crazy woman! And why is my family's necklace dangling around your neck?
Bryce, you can't be serious.
Vivienne, take that necklace off right now.
Bryce!
Boys, please relieve Miss Vivienne from the burden of wearing my family's heirlooms. And please escort her outside right now. Natalie, you should have called me. You and our child's safety is important for me. I would never forgive myself if something happens to you or that child. You are my life.
Hearing the love in his voice, I wanted to reveal everything to him.
Why are you so quiet, Natalie? You have been acting strange since we heard the good news. Is something wrong? Please, talk to me.
Nothing, honey. Just this pregnancy is taking a heavy toll on me.
Don't worry. I will make sure you are fine. I am always here for you.
Bryce appointed 2 bodyguards for my protection. I was continuously receiving threat calls from Mrs. Clare, but with the bodyguards on the watch, I couldn't just run away because even if I did, Bryce would come searching the whole world for me. So, I had only one option. I can't hide the truth from Bryce any longer. You have to get me out of here. Bryce, when did you...
Who was that on the phone? Who were you talking to?
No one. I swear
Show me the phone. Clam, why were you calling him?
Listen to me, Bryce. Calm down.
Why are you calling other men behind my back?
Bryce, I can't do this anymore. I am leaving. This child, it isn't yours.
How could you?
I am sorry, Bryce. It was a mistake. But I am leaving now. Watching silent sobs shake his frame made my heart ache in a strange way. I wanted to fall on my knees and beg his forgiveness, but I didn't. Instead, I left him there and went to my room to pack a bag. Bryce, I am so sorry. As I packed, I heard Bryce come to my door. I steeled myself and wiped my tears. My words died in my mouth when I saw his face. He had never, not even when he was a stranger to me, looked at me with such cold fury and hatred. Bryce, what's happening?
You shouldn't have cheated on me, Natalie.
Oh my god, it's the same gun that I saw in the nightmare. Why are you doing this?
You and your child.
Oh my god, my horrible nightmare has become reality. I always thought the Clare family is the danger, but maybe Bryce is the real danger. Why keep waiting? All episodes of The Return are available only on the Pocket FM app. Click on the link in the description to install now.